Namibia, we are local and loud in worship on this week's edition of The Tribe. My name is Shehu Lenga, and every week we get to kick up with some of the best musicians the land of the brave has to offer. This week we are catching up with Franklin and D.A., whose latest music video for their song All Right, featuring Etienne, recently premiered on Trace Africa. Plus, we celebrate radical worship, a gathering of Christian gospel musicians with one common objective: to freely worship God with songs of praise. Don't move, we will be right back.
Share with us on #LearnOn1. Tell us what you're learning and where you're learning it from. Send us your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081 200 6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
Welcome back to The Tribe here on One Africa TV. This week's Tribe exclusive features hip-hop's best gospel musicians, if I can put it that way. We'll figure that out right now.
Yeah.
Franklin and D.A.
That's right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Man.
I missed you. Can you see my face is glowing up when I see you, especially you, Franklin? I spoke to you recently, but it's been a minute since I've touched base with you.
Yeah, man. I had sent him to just come and represent.
Just to come and put the floor.
When you give back to the community, that's what happened. But yeah, this is home. We love it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys have been busy, and you are two of the guys I know that never stand still.
Yeah.
Tell us about this project. Tell us about working on it.
Okay, so Don't Worry About It is one of those titles that what happened was we were coming from the USA tour, and then we landed in Joburg because we had to perform in Joburg as well. We were staying by a friend's house, and he had a son, Simpiwe.
Yeah,
Simpiwe. And then so Simpiwe asked something about food. No, he asked Simpiwe, did you eat? Simpiwe asked him, did you eat? And then he said, don't worry about it. Then I said, you're going to be great. That's how the title was birthed, and we brought that here. And we sort of, but I think the thread line of it is to say we don't worry so much about tomorrow and what it brings. We worry about today's issues. You know, Scripture sort of encourages us to not worry about tomorrow because it's sorted.
Because today is today.
Today has got its
Tomorrow's
own
got its own issues when it comes.
Say less.
So last time when we did touch base, we spoke about the last project, but now things have evolved so quick and so fast. I tell you, the look of things, the feel and the sound of things are completely different. I don't know if that's because you both do individual work when you're apart and you sort of bring that energy together, but what have you been working on solo as well as you, Franklin, especially you?
Oh, okay. So, man, so art is sort of what I'm into, whether I'm doing radio, whether I'm doing TV in my personal capacity, or whether I'm doing spoken word, aka poetry, or whether I'm just putting out book reviews and whatnot. And so that's really what I've been busy with. More poetry in the sense of activism. I think we've seen the worst of the worst happen, especially in terms of women abuse, and it's one of the things that is very close to my heart. And so I find that I write more in that line. And like you said, so when we get together, we are not blind to these facts. We try and sort of bring those things, those facets together, and sort of find out what does the word have to say about this, but how can we also be realistic, because we can't just come and be like, oh, you got raped, don't worry, God is good. But it's like, how can we work it through with you and still make sure that we help you find who you are in terms of Scripture?
In that process and through the music.
Yeah.
You've been nominated for the awards for 2020, D.A. How is that a win for Franklin and D.A.? Is it some artists, they're duo, but then when one guy wins, it's like, oh no, that guy's future is he's done, he's gone. How is this a win?
First of all, before we are a duo, we are brothers and friends. So what we try to do is that we try to push the well-being of the both of us individually. So as he does his thing on the side, I also do my thing on the side to make sure that I keep going. But at the same time, I see this music not just as a local type of music that we do, but we at least try to do, because I'm more of the guy on the ground. I'm the guy on the ground with the work. So I want to take the music commercially. I want it to go global. We want to build a brand. So I'm on that move. So I try at least to put out material that the rest of the world is able to take and accept. So that's what I've been busy with, just trying to make sure that the work is on par. And yeah.
Let's take you back to Franklin and DA a year ago, featuring Dex on this one called Repetitive on the Tribe.
It's been a minute since I got down on my knees and prayed. I'm asking questions, oh so many I ain't got no answer to know. It's so confusing to choose what to believe in right now. Practicing patience, it's not my virtue, but it's something I gotta do, yeah. I've been wondering, I've been dreaming, I've been talking, I've been walking, I've been thinking about it. And the first question that comes to mind is, it's how do you go about it? I know I'm shocked when you just don't know what to feel. How do you live with yourself when you keep doing the same thing over and over again? It's time to get down on your knees and pray. It's time to clear your mind and just let us. Whatever you do, you just gotta be true to you. And everybody
I keep doing the same sin over and over again. I keep breaking your law over and over again. Is it cause of my nature? Will it ever end? Please let me know what my chance.
Truck drivers provide essential services to Namibia, which relies on South Africa for most basic goods. They too are faced with challenges, as they have to quarantine for 14 days if they wish to see their families, and they cannot earn money during that time. And David Chambo, who was brutalized by police, also shares what happened the day the police broke his leg.
The truck on its own means nothing. Means nothing. I mean, and that is the risk. If drivers start to resign because of this, they are not. It's now 3 months. If they want to go home, they must go 14 days quarantine.
Die probleem van die toet is net niet zo bij Botswana. Botswana altijd die gaan delen, daar zullen checken, daar zo bij die nieuws en niet zo bij die wat probleem.
Bapak tengok kok kalau sedang panjang katanya jauhnya kita ngatia, wata tulang ini kita. Tulang ini kita nggak, bahkan kata tinggi ngau, no kupon tanggit. Kuete komeu, kuete ko singoku, karo undulani.
Welcome back to the Tribe on One Africa TV. You're catching us right in the middle of our Tribe exclusive featuring Franklin and DA out here to tell us all about their brand new album titled Don't Worry About It. Now the album is so colorful. The cover, from the cover to the artwork to the music is very colorful. You are always working with Dex. We just played that song. Now you've got Etienne Bierkus. Very, very talented young man.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the world that we live in now, it's people think that only when you feature an artist that's got a million views or that's got millions of followers, then you blow up. But we actually don't really believe in that only, but to say that you can also use the new young artists, the new guys, if you put them on the project. Sometimes these guys are just even way better than the people that we think are the best.
Tell me about it.
That's what we. I mean, from our first album, we've been trying to bring the new guys on the project.
Always, yeah.
From Dex, Etienne, we've got Sini on the, these guys, and they keep bringing the fire, man.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
What other collaborations are on the album in terms of production even? Where did you step out to make things different for this project?
So I think we were fortunate to find Jerry, Just Classics, and he kind of really understood our sound. And so he's one of the best people to work with. But what we're also fortunate to do is that he considered the fact that we are usually live performers, you know, and so that element comes out very, very strong in the project. And we also have the band that we play with. They came and collaborated on it, whether it was Pew on the drums, Wayne on the bass. We had
Imps on the guitar.
To make it easy, so that when we have a show tomorrow, Pew is very well acquainted
with the jams.
With the jams.
The new album is out. We spoke about it earlier on. Trace Africa is rocking the new video.
That's right.
Tell us about finding yourself on that screen there on TV. And also, can we expect any new videos coming through soon?
I mean, with videos and Trace, all these things, it's I think it's just hard work and one really just taking the time to find out how you can get there. So it's obviously I called a few guys that I saw on Trace. They couldn't help me. Unfortunately, we have that problem in the industry where the guys don't want to show you or don't want to tell you how they got here.
Wow, that's rich, Namibia.
Yeah, because now it's but we've got this push to say that
because God is on your side, my man.
And it's a pity because now it's dangerous to let someone do the stuff themselves because you can't now when they do
blow up.
Yeah, they blow up, and now it's that you have nothing to eat. So I can do it by myself now. And
is there any new videos coming up during this time that we can check out for?
Yeah, so so what we're trying to do with this project is have as many visuals as possible. So we're just going through the songs and trying to see which one would kind of be vibey, which would work for the season right now. But definitely there are music videos coming up. As soon as we have an idea, at least
I think Light Us Up.
Yeah, Light Us Up.
Light Us Up is
definitely my personal favorite on the album. By the way.
Yeah,
that's coming up. And I think just real quick and very briefly, what we want to do is to not be the example that we did not get. You know what I mean? So if somebody did not want to share, we don't want to continue that culture and be like, we also won't share. You know what I mean? So the idea is to break not hold it against the person.
That's what sets you apart.
Yeah.
That's right,
my friends. That's what sets you apart from whoever you were hollering at. Right? COVID-19 hit us hard. This is my last question for you. I know that the Victory Fest was supposed to happen. Just in that time. You want
the
money.
So Victory Fest, man. You know, so lockdown happens, and we're like, okay, guys, let's just. I mean, we had clients on board, sponsorship and whatnot. We're like, okay, let's just wait. After 30 days, the president will lift it. We won't be affected. But it's not. I mean, we get it, the pandemic, but we also do know that God's timing is very different. We do not know what His plans are. We just know that His plans are good, as Jeremiah prescribes. But we also do know that we are not the only ones affected by. There are people who literally make a living off of music and art, and I think. In such a time, we're looking at institutions, you know, governmental institutions that can come on board and say, how can we step in to sort of fill that gap? Because you've got musicians whose kids got to go to school, whose bread's got to be bought. And so it's sort of what happens then.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you here and always a pleasure to listen to what you have to say when it comes to music. I mean, like I said, a year ago, 2 years ago, you guys, you are growing, you are sounding so much more better.
Thank you.
And I see the road it's set for you. I see it.
That prophecy.
I see you, my friend.
Woman of God.
Check out their latest single on all digital platforms. Download it. And somewhere while you're there, get the full album. Don't worry about it.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes. Dondo Africa. Spotify.
Dondo Africa, yes.
Here it is. Thank you. We got that. Here it is. It's All Right featuring Etienne on The Tribe.
I put everything aside to be in this moment. They won't understand why. I can explain it. So don't come searching, don't come looking. I need this. I'm not avoiding, I'm just living the best way I can. I don't give 50, I just give all of me. And it's okay. I'm right here, just need time. Just want you to know that everything's gonna be alright. It's alright, it's okay. I'm right here, just need time. Just want you to know that everything's gonna be alright.
Vision, plans, goals, dreams, bills, needs, daily meals. Jeremiah 29, oh chills. I take a day or two off to avoid bills. It's never my intentions to cause this misunderstanding.
Make sure you catch It's a Wrap in our new time slot. Now on Sundays from 7:30, which repeats on Tuesday nights at 8:30.
Welcome back to the Tribe on One Africa TV. Danny Azangi and various gospel artists from the land of the brave teamed up to spread the gospel online. For this edition of Getting to Know Radical Worship, we are joined by Maranatha Gore as well as Pride Panache. Thank you so much for coming on the Tribe, guys.
Thank you.
Pride, we're going to start with you to sort of give us a background as to the Radical Worship Initiative and how it all started and was formed.
Yes. Well, okay, Radical Worship started last year. And I mean, with the founder, or rather the visionary, who is Danny Azangi. Last year we were supposed to do it, myself, Zasha, Maranatha, and Benjamin. Mm-hmm. But because of circumstances, we couldn't do that. And so this year, we're so excited that we've launched it, and we are out there putting out godly content. Mm-hmm. Well, I would say Namibian content that blesses the entire world.
Now, we know when we see the likes of Maranatha Gore on stage, or we see Pride Panache on stage, or we hear Danny Azangi in terms of his sound engineering, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We've had the opportunity to see a few videos, but Maranatha, tell us about your experience. I mean, it's original Namibian compositions.
Yes.
Are you writing, composing, producing? What roles are each one of you playing?
Most of the songs are written by the producer, Danny Azangi, and then here and there we also come up with our own songs. My song, Pride songs, Elizabeth, we have Helena, we have Benjamin, we have Dr. Udochi. We are all playing roles here and there in the compositions of the song. And then we also have the great band, which is Pew, the well-known drum king Pew, the well-known guitarist Ims, as well as Webster and Wayne, doing the band work. And it's really been an awesome experience, and just bringing original Namibian content, not just to Namibia, not just to Africa, but the rest of the world. So it's all on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can just search for Radical Worship Namibia and you'll find it. Yes.
Last time when I spoke to you here on the Tribe, and Pride, if you want to add something into this, please feel free to do so. We touched base on gospel music, the genre.
Yes.
And you said something very important, Maranatha. You said that it's not gospel music because gospel is the message.
Yes.
What are we calling it? Is it a worship platform? Is it us getting in touch with our spirits and our religion as Christians?
I think, first and foremost, it's a movement. I'd like to start by that. It's a Christian and a gospel and a worship movement. And one of the things I'd like to say as well is that it's not limited to one demographic. We've opened it up to different people who love the Lord, who love Jesus, and who are spiritual beings. And so the message is about hope, the message is about Jesus. And so I feel like, it's not just limited. We're trying to reach out to everybody who's a believer. Yeah.
COVID-19 hit us hard, especially in terms of just worship and getting together. How do you feel this can make the connection for people online through what it is that you guys are doing?
With a lot of that has happened, and with the whole social distancing now, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, this is an easier way. People can just go online, and it's very accessible. All you need is data or free Wi-Fi wherever you find yourself, and just log in and watch on YouTube. Nowadays, people are using Zoom meetings. They're looking for different avenues to get their content out there, and thank God for social media and social media platforms. So all you need to do is just use that little bit of data or free Wi-Fi and just go and watch the videos, be inspired and be touched. And this is not just to make you feel great, but this is to touch your spirit and touch your heart. And I know so many people during this period have lost their jobs. People are feeling depressed. People are feeling hopeless and helpless. They're asking themselves, when is this pandemic coming to an end?
Yeah.
So just by watching this radical worship videos that are coming out, it will really lift up your spirits and give you hope that where you've been feeling hopeless and left out and feeling hurt during this pandemic. So this will just really lift up somebody's spirit out there.
Yeah, and I would also say, I mean, it's really spirit-filled music. Like she's saying, it really will lift you up, and it's been a couple of months. It's been very, very hard for everyone, and for us to actually just get together and put out this music, I believe it's a blessing. It will be a blessing to a lot of people.
Here is Radical Worship featuring Elizabeth Nklanga with More of You, Lord, on the Tribe.
Holy One, Righteous One, we bow before your throne in adoration, in adoration. Holy One, Righteous One, we bow before your throne in adoration, in adoration. Sing Yahweh,
Catch a weekly rerun of Today on One every Saturday morning from 9 to 11:30.
Today on One, always there.
Welcome back to the show on One Africa TV. Time for the Hot Right Now featuring Namibian artists and all their music video glam and glory. This week it's Top Cherry featuring Magnebe with this one called Omapenda Fule.
Omapenda Fule, Omapenda Fule, Omapenda Fule, Omapenda Fule, Tatu Shikomano Mora, Tatu Panganya, Kapeno Mero Tina Tukomora, Tatu Panganya, Aifote Tumro Kwere, Dentezi Dampa Kadipakere, Aifote Tumro Kwere, Yengo Vera de Tumudi Komere. I be getting my feet on. Utako wadapo bidas kederane. Ah hey hey. Utayo lo da sheke das kederane. Ah hey hey. Utate ke dato to das kederane. Ah hey hey. Top Cherry 1-1 na Magnebe. Hey hey. Oh my penda fule tatu shikomano mora.
Tatu panganya.
Kapeno mero tina tukomora.
Tatu panganya.
Aifote ane tumro mwere. Dentezi dampa kadipakere. Aifote ane tumro mwere. Yengo vera de tumudi komere. Hemse Top Cherry hulekere. Mochi mbongolo kulungile. Oko wamboja yambukile. Nengalo napimbile. Otashakena moko bifane.
If you've missed anything, follow us on our social media platforms at The Tribe Namibia to catch up. From all of us here at One Africa TV, stay home and stay safe. Thank you for joining us. Until next week, bring grace.
energy. Crunk is my game. I'm back with the remedy. You is the name. Holla at your boy, yes, I'm blessed with the game. My flow so sick, get me my medicine. I'ma go big, see me on the magazine. Rap is my game, I step on your melodies. Hey, you backstep, I'm back as a remedy. See me in the club, spending money on you wanna be. Sweat so sick, make a girl want a piece of me. So many haters, thought I retired. Surprise, surprise. Cube up on the mic, check my crew, looking how we going fire. We make you train up in the club, we getting sexy mommy, do your thing, I like your booty right there. Throw your hands in the air, it's cute in the building.
Rolling in wide open, we busting up the dough. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. We put it down like a pro, we put it down for sure. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. Now bust that thing, shake that thing, shake it in the middle like you want that thing. Now bust that thing, shake that thing, shake it in the middle like you want that thing.
Hip hop is stuck in my brain, got lot of energy. Crunk is my game, I'm back with the remedy. Q is the name, holla at your boy, yes, I'm blessed with the game.
She like the girl of my dream, best I ever had. Got an ass to remember, you're the best I ever grabbed. Came inside this girl like I'm busting up a cab. She got me feeling it, rocking sanities like a brand. Dance, you can call me Uncle Sam. Yeah, hip hop's the game, hip hop's the culture. Got me eating MCs, leave your head in the dumpster. The flow they be riding, color up the swag like the beam that I should have been. Niggas in the streets be like, nah, never heard of it. Feeling like an orphan, the game that I inherited. Setting all the ground rules, but I roll on the balcony. The way I blow shit up, you think that I'm Arabic. We rolling it wide open, we busting up the door. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. We put it down like a pro, we put it down for sure. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. Now bust that thing, shake that thing, shake it in the middle like you want that thing. Now bust that thing, shake that thing, shake it in the middle like you want that thing.
Hip hop is stuck in my brain, got lot of energy. Crunk is my game, I'm back with the remedy. Q is the name, holla at your boy, yes, I'm blessed with the game. I'm the best nigga, ask about me. Back in the booth, now I'm feeling myself. Do my own thing, I'm on top of the game. Now snap a finger, lean back, I know you feeling me now. Now 2 steps for me, 2 steps for me, 2 steps for me, homie, 2 steps for me. Now 2 steps for me, 2 steps for me, 2 steps for me, mommy, 2 steps for me. 24 hours pimping, we don't get no sleep. Get a champagne popping, homie, toast to this. Don't, before I slap your face. Say let's party away.
We rolling it wide open, we busting up the door. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. We put it down like a pro, we put it down for sure. Keep staring at the kid, you be lying there on the floor. Now bust that thing, shake.
I got